Oh, what's it, guys? We're live on basketball right now.
Windows down on the
Get after it, MP. Kicks, MP.
Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. Visit us online or stop by your nearest ticket booth to get yours.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our game, NBA Cup action. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
And tonight marks the start of the NBA Cup for MP. I know a major goal for him is winning this competition, making a statement to the rest of the NBA.
Well, when you look at the Cup, you almost have to win this first game to advance out of the group stage. So MP has made it a point to get his teammates ready, imploring them to treat this like a playoff game. I'm excited to see how they come out.
Well, there's not much to debate. MP has proven to be, Greg, one of the top players in this league.
No doubt. MP has put himself in that elite company after earning his 4th All-NBA first-team selection last season. And you know he'll be looking to earn that honor again this year. Frankly, I'd be surprised if he doesn't.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and MyCareer are the forwards. Thomas is out there with Ellis. And it's Wiseman in at center. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
And as a result, there was a blowout win. Credit them for initiating contact and forcing the officials to make the calls.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
No one near MyCareer as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Well, MP is starting to rack up those All-NBA selections, isn't he? He now has 6 to his name.
That's big time. He's consistently been a top player in this league. And when you look at the other guys who have 6 or more All-NBA selections, they're all Hall of Famers.
Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Wagner passes to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Yes, sir. Paolo Banchero rising up and throwing it down, folks.
And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion. Great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
The Heat making a switch here, and the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Hero against Thomas. And the foul called on MP. The Heat shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. We've got Bonner. He's out there with MP. Bridges out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Dadier in at the 4. It's the group on the floor for Miami. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up with the Orlando Magic coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Here's Rice. Bridges outside. Off target with his 3. Miami leading by 4. Inside. Here's MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Boy, this team needs to keep getting the rock to MP. He's been feeling it all night.
Pass to Rice. Takes the 3. Miami grabs the miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Bridges outside. Pass to Baldwin. Kicks it out to Banchero. Connects from 3-point range. Banchero's got 7 points.
And how about the confidence from that corner spot? Banchero, special.
Here's MP, and he banks in the layup.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here's Bridges. Lets the 3 fly. Bridges with the board. MP deciding where to go with it. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. A different look for Miami. Days checked in, and it's Clark in for Jaime Jaquez. James Wiseman, he's checked in for the Magic. Thomas comes in for Bridges. The Heat leading by 9. MP right side. Left block shot on the way. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. From past the arc, it's good from long range. 10 points for him.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Look at this right here, he's going back.
Welcome to halftime, and after 2 quarters played, some ground to make up for the Miami Heat.
I like the way they've been running, pushing the ball, putting that defense on its heels.
Yeah, you love their tempo. When they play fast, they can put points on the board in a hurry.
Taking a peek now. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for Orlando, Agra and MyCareer are the forwards. Ellis is out there with Thomas. And it's Wiseman in at the center position.
And the sheer size of Wiseman is hard to deal with inside, forcing the defense to compromise with the foul.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also to make...
We'll see how it comes back in 4 quarter.
They've got MP. He's out there with Bonner, and it's Day in at the 5 down low.
Because they're losing right now. But I was going to make it out to say 4.
Now Foster. Pass to Rice. From beyond the arc. And it's Foster missing. The Heat trail by 12. Here's MP. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the right side. Here's Baldwin. Miami grabs the miss. Bonner's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP inside. Easton on him. MP fights for it.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Stolen away. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. MP finishes the break in style.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Pass to Eason. A 3 off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
What strength from MP, shrugging off the physical defense like it was nothing.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
Why are you letting him get free shoot free?
They've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the
Pretty
opponent's
shot.
mistakes.
MP against Ellis. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the
We're
bucket
ever
from
going to
MP.
come back here to the east way. Block
Orlando,
it
they've
up.
gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter.
Block it.
The 3 ball. And it's Miami with the rebound. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Banked in off the glass. And now just a 5-point Magic lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides...
No way he go in, man. Oh, man. Where he go in?
Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance.
I took him frustrated that ball first night go in.
The Heat have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. MP, good.
In big moments, you love MP's confidence. Just give him the ball.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. MyCareer was screen for Ellis. Thomas gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. The Heat trail by 5. MP inside. He's guarded by Ellis. Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6.
Oh, man. Oh, man. I hate that fucking team.
Since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 40 points.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Putting himself on the line to get to the line. Wagner goes right into the defense there, forcing that contact.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Magic?
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up. And boy,
I want him.
Shout out to them for getting to the foul line. They've been the aggressors, taking that ball to the basket, and they've been able to knock down a good percentage of those free throws.
Here's MP. That one goes in. MP's got 42 in the game.
Serious clutch DNA from MP.
That's what you did. I don't want to see a free throw.
Right on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Miss it. Please do.
So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
What I love about Wagner is that he's a guy that never stops moving. He's always in action.
Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 44.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Magic have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Ellis has gotten just 1 of 7 of his shots to go. Thomas against MP. Thomas with the block. Outside, Hero. Launches it. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
Wagner wide open. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Here's MP. Misses the baby hook. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use
Make
every
me
second
mad,
you
make me
can
lose
on
this
the clock
fucking
here.
team.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very
What a
important
way
free
you
throws
call
there.
back.
And the Heat call time here. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
I know.
Play here, I think,
Why you can't give me a free throw and stuff?
Pass and not waste too much time at all.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Team foul number 4.
First free throw is good, and that
I think
increases
we
their lead to
moved
6.
this fashion, like.
And so he drops them both. It's a
I hate the
7-point game.
game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
So the Magic win it. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks...
Yeah.
Up till you check the tape. Just let it go. Focus on the next game. Need a win or that loser mentality will start to seep in.
Time to change it up. Get your mojo back.
To a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper language or gesture. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff. We can't wait to see you at our next home game. The first 10,000 fans in attendance will see their own Miami Heat hoodies. A way to show your passion for the Miami Heat. Be sure not to miss out on any future Heat games, everyone.
Hi, folks. The NBA regular season rolls on. This game, part of the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Minnesota, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at the Heat, they're a team that still feels like they can get better. The season is young, so they are still hopeful that they can improve their ranking.
Now look at Detroit's starting lineup. We've got Kate Cunningham. Johnson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Stanley in at the 5. And for Miami, Jaime Jaquez out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Tyler Hero, then it's MP, and it's Mobo in at the center position. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
I gotta say, the NBA Cup and its additional layer of excitement here early in the NBA season has really ramped up the stakes. I mean, this season, we even have MP laying down the decree. He's going to take his team all the way to the NBA Cup Finals and secure the title.
Each and every Cup game this season is going to be even more exciting, I think, than last year. Just look at the TV ratings on Cup games, and that tells the story. Fans love the added intrigue and, heck, throw in MP's stellar talent and his self-proclaimed quest for the Cup. And everyone is tuning in.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Cunningham against MP. And he drops it in from the low post. MP's got his second bucket of the night.
And there was solid inside coverage, but MP basically just ignores it.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Aldama, no good.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively, 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Pass to Mobo. Back to MP. The rebound by Detroit. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
MP inside. Started by Aldama. And he comes up with a bucket. MP's got 10 points in the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Cunningham passes to Aldama. A good look from Johnson. And again, the Pistons missing.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
MP against Bridges. Knocks it loose. And the action on hold. It appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Man, that's tough to see.
Oh, man, I hate this. And we see it all too often. Injury is such a big part of this game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
For the Pistons, Wesley comes in for Stanley, and Wilson is subbed in for Bridges. And a peek at the standings in this year's NBA Cup. The group stage is almost over.
And I have really enjoyed this year's version of the Cup. We're almost at the best part, too. The single elimination knockout rounds. I can't wait to get those started.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Cunningham passes to Johnson. Back to Cunningham. Here's Wilson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Adebayo controls the rebound and the putback.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Wilson passes to Aldama. Here's Wesley. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson against MP. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And the bucket is good.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Pass to Johnson. To the wing, right side. Wesley sinks it from distance.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Here's MP. And he lays it up and in. MP's got 18 points in the game.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Wilson. No good on the triple. MP with it. 18 points for him. No good on the shot. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Miami out in front. They lead by 11. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the... here for Detroit. Johnson, he's checked in for James, and Mikal Bridges subbed in for Wilson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's MP getting it done inside. MP.
Well, look, the defense has got to try a different plan on MP because what they're doing now, clearly not working.
A moment here for an injury report.
I had a moment to catch up with Detroit's head athletic trainer. I was told it's a knee sprain, not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. And with this injury coming early, it forces the coaching staff to make some difficult decisions. It'll be interesting to see how they adjust.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Johnson. Mikal Bridges is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Wesley in at the 4-man spot.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Here's MP. Pass to Adebayo. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Clark is checked in for Miami. And a switch here also for Detroit. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Robinson. Pistons trail by 6. Bridges outside. 3-pointer. Adebayo grabs the board.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Greg.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that would clear the deck. MP right through him.
Fighting through contact.
Kobe.
MP. Whew.
And And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Trailing by 8. Buries it from 3. Cunningham's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Miami has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's MP. MP capitalizing in close.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Cunningham outside. Puts up a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. MP packs it home.
Well, nice flush there from MP. Ends the play with a little something extra.
Pass to Johnson from behind the arc. And Hero grabs the board. The 3 is up. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's MP making things happen for the Miami Heat. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Miami Heat. This is the kind of domination I know you were all about in your day, big fella.
And still am. Nothing has changed there. I just dominate business now instead of...
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Detroit Pistons.
When you have few...
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got MP. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Mobo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Nice D from Bridges. There's Cunningham with a 3. Rebound Miami. Mobo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint with the 7-footer. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Hero. MP's got 4 points this quarter. And the foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pistons trail by 10. And the foul called on MP. That's his... Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Johnson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Wilson in at the point. Oh, MP gets it through the tight D inside.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game. And he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Bridges outside. Pass to Wilson. Beyond the arc. Bobo with the rebound. Now here's MP, tightly guarded. Snatched away. On the break. Wilson, no good. Heat leading by 6. Here's Dadier. And here's Clark for three. And the three-pointer goes.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
The Pistons shooting 40% from the field in this one. Johnson for three. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Pass to Mobo. Here's MP. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. MP's got 38 points.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
Outside Robinson. And here's Johnson. Three-pointer, Bridges. The three. The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's MP. Can't hit that one.
Look, that's just great work on the boards. Effort dictates success on the glass more than size.
From deep, Johnson. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Elevates and detonates the one-hand stuff.
Picture perfect. Here's Bridges. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Aldama's checked in for Detroit. Cunningham comes in for Wilson. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
And BA, if you let him, he will do damage.
No resistance, you pay.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Back to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Pistons trail by 12. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Wesley. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
2 points. That one goes. MP's got 46.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. And a nice finish on the layup.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Heat.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And boy, did they need to win this game after dropping the first two matchups against this squad. Now they can go into the final game of the season series with a ton of confidence.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. To win the run. And it's good on the layup. And here are the Heat now. Here's MP. Hits yet again. Wow!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Johnson. Adebayo grabs the board.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's MP. Banked it in off the glass. MP's got 54 points.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Right, MP. They can't stop you.
MP got the job done tonight, as usual. Hey, if it's good enough for Steph, you can't really go wrong.
Only consider the Bender. It's gonna be on Bender 24 will be the last one. Cause
MP, you're my favorite player, man. You always deliver.
Up next, the Heat taking on the 76ers. For the Heat, an extremely bumpy start to the season. Just one win. Tonight, they're determined to get a second. Sixers, Heat, tip-off coming right up. Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the NBA Cup for both of these teams. Let's get started. With Richard Jefferson, look at the Heat. A chance now for them to move to 2-1 in the NBA Cup group play with a win here tonight.
It's a swing game, really. A win, and they have a chance to advance. But if they drop this one, I don't see any way they get to that quarterfinal round.
And then looking at where Philadelphia stands. On the road tonight, 0-2 in the NBA Cup thus far. The odds are certainly against them.
Yeah, Kevin, I don't see a way they advance unless they win their final 2 games, plus get a lot of help.
And for MP specifically, these cup games have extra meaning. He's made it very clear he really wants to take this home.
And I think of this Game 3 of the group stage as moving day. We separate the contenders from the pretenders. MP will have to step up, take on a big role tonight.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got James. Oberto is out there with Castle. And it's Mobo in at the 4 spot. And the basket by MP.
A tenacious player. MP doesn't mind a little contact on the way up.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. No one near James as he lets it go from outside off the mark. Now here's MP. T right on him. Lays it up off the glass. MP's got 6. Here's Castle. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Lobo gets the basket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to McCain. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
James, no good.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Moba. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so you can't fault him for going for the block.
Clark, he's checked in for Miami. The 76ers also with a sub. Peyton Watson, he's checked in for Castle. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for the 76ers. Here's McCain. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. The Heat have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Back to MP. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And MP loves getting this close to the rim. Feels comfortable from this area.
And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Castle. Walker Kessler is out there with Oberto. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Randolph in at the point guard position. The 76ers trail by 3. Watson kicks to Randolph. Another miss by Philadelphia. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. MP finishes inside.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Randolph against Clark. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
And the Heat with some changes. So it's the Miami Heat up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll return shortly.
42.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings. And just to throw you guys a little curveball here, what's your take on the alternate floor designs teams are using these days?
It's different, that's for sure. Now, if you're watching TV, you know, it jumps out at you. But the players on the court don't even notice it.
That's because you're always looking up at everybody, Kenny. Always knew what the floor looked like.
And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Miami Heat.
Their bench came in ready to play. As a starter, that gives you confidence when you have to come off the floor.
Yeah, you know they know the second unit has their backs. Like I've got you guys.
Hard to find a better bodyguard than a 7-foot sheriff. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The 76ers trail by 12. They've got Adebayo. MP out there with Hero. And it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Pistons was outstanding. He scored 54 points and did so at a...
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Castle is out there with Martin. Then there's Walker Kessler. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Mobo in at the 4. Here's Watson. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Heat shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And here's the break to take the lead. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Another thing they've done well tonight is convert at the free throw line. May seem like a little thing, but boy, it can pay big dividends.
MP looking around from 6 feet. MP gets the job done inside.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
The 76ers trail. Here's Castle. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. For the 3. Watson's shot is off.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
MP beats him for 2.
And I'm loving the energy MP is attacking with. He's not giving this defense any room to breathe.
Pass to Castle. The 76ers with another miss. The Heat leading by 3. MP inside. Oh, MP staying with it through the contact.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He said, hey, we're still in this thing. We just have to trust each other out there. Be aggressive, stay together, and play as a team. We're coming back and winning this one. Pretty confident words, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's McCain. And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
And one more foul and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on out.
Here's Castle.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
No good on the quick 3. Here's MP. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. James has got his... And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. And this is a big win for them in the NBA Cup as they move to 2-1 in the group stage.
And if they can win their final group stage game, it's likely that they're going.
Good game, MP. Great win tonight, MP. Can't be reaching like that, MP. Why would you ever leave Nike? They're the GOAT.
MP in the house.
Goodbye. Please come back anytime.
Hello.
You're always
Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in.
What's up, neighbor? Hey, remember, like a good neighbor?
Hey, welcome. All right, bye. Thanks for coming in. Come back soon.
Oh, hi. Thank you, Daddy. Hi, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Well, guys, come again.
Hello. Bye. Good seeing you. Come back.
Hey, good to see you. Take care.
How you do? Well, yeah. Much money I had, 23.
Good, MP. All right, baby. Let's get down.
It's the last game I'm playing.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The Heat taking on the Nets for the Miami Heat. Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
It seems we always keep circling back around to the topic of MP, and tonight is no different with the last game for him in the group stage of the NBA Cup. Of course, he's professed that he's taking his team all the way to win the Cup this season.
Hey, more power to him. I mean, he's got the swagger to make those statements, and I'd say he's delivering so far. You know, the most inspiring thing about MP's leadership is how it rubs off on the team. The whole organization is rooting for his growth as a leader and the sort of impact that can have on elevating his teammates as well. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight.
And the starting lineup for Miami, they've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's MP, and it's Mobo in at the 5, roaming the paint. A nice shot by MP.
MP showing you he's not afraid to mix it up. Absorbs the contact, no problem.
Here's Whitehead. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
MP against Thomas. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got 6. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense. Hand in the face, crowd him. Anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Whitehead to halt the run. Nails it from 3. Whitehead's got his second basket of the night.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
MP with it. He's picked up by Adams. MP again.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Thomas outside. Pass to Whitehead. Takes the 3. Jaquez grabs the board.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
MP shot is good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Thomas outside. The 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
You know, the assist is the key part of that play. The pace on the bounce pass, perfect.
MP looking around. 1:56 left now in the first quarter. Inside. Brooklyn pulls it in. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
55 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Ooh, poked away. Here's Whitehead. Brooklyn, no good that time either. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
He gets it in there. MP's got 16 points now.
Yeah, I love how aggressive MP is being right now. Every time he touches the ball, he's looking to capitalize.
Thomas misses.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. To the left side wing. Back to MP. Hunter with some nice D.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And the Nets miss again.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
I totally passed
So
it.
it's MP making things happen for Miami. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
We've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with Topic, and it's Miles in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself with efficiency. His mindset is, I'm going to score, and if I've missed the last 10, it doesn't matter. This next one's going in.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Sohan's checked in. And a foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Now here's Thomas. He's closely guarded. Pass to Topic.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but 1 more and they'll be over the limit.
Thomas, right side. Stolen by Bridges.
Well read defensively. That window closed so fast.
Thomas against MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Nets trail by 10. Thomas outside. The 3 ball. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And down it goes. 2 points. MP's got 24 points.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Here's the 3. And Hero grabs the board.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
MP left side. Pass to Adebayo. Back to MP. MP getting it done inside.
Yeah, attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Heat leading by 8. Now here's Hero. Fires for 3. On target from range.
Put Hero anywhere on the arc and he'll shoot it. I mean, he is so confident.
And for the Nets, they're shooting just 37% so far in this one. Topic for 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to MP. Got it. Good job in the low post. 28 points for him.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Gets the three to fall.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
And he makes it on the layup. MP's got 30.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Whitehead. Off the mark there with a three. Now MP. Got it up. And so it's Miami going into the break up 12. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. All right, we'll get back to the action. After this break.
而家就只全喎，依家佢 back is
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Looking at Miami, they knew they'd be in for a rough start. The question is, do they have the tools to turn it around? The front office will tell you yes, but they're the ones who assembled it.
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the Brooklyn Nets.
They're within striking distance.
Glad you could join us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. MP is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Mobo in at the center, locking down the middle. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Thomas outside. Lets the three fly. Mobo with a rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Takes the hit. MP still gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Nets trail by 15. Reed passes to Thomas. Here's Whitehead. Off target from three-point range.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
MP, that one's good.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Whitehead. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's MP. And there's another one for the Heat.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
The shot off that time. Sohan with some nice D. Here's Reed. And he banks in the layup.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Let's take a look at the best rebounders around the league. And Miami has possession. They're off to battle the Trailblazers after this one, as they'll be playing at Moda Center. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip.
MP just showing off the vert.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
He drops it from range.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game, and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Ali.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's MP, and the layup falls. MP's got 44.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical.
Here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
We've got Jeremy Sohan, and it's Hunter in at the center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Reed passes to Sohan. Misses the three. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. It's an 18-point lead. Here's MP. Brooklyn with the board. Whitehead's got 5 rebounds in the game. Sohan, the pass to Reed. Here's Thomas for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
MP with a step. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And the Nets making a change here. Adams is checked in. And that one misses.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
Heat leading by 17. Yet another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And the foul called on MP. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Thomas outside. Let's go with a 3. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's MP. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Reed against Hero. And here's Thomas from the arc. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Heat.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
That free throw misses. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Wagner's checked in for Sohan. Todd comes in for Whitehead. Brown's checked in for Thomas. And Topic is subbed in for Reed. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Brooklyn, no good that time either. So it's Miami now. MP left side. The shot from the low post is good. MP's got 58.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here are the Heat. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Day. Adams covering. Back to MP. Oh, Adams with the block. Yep, that one goes. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth. Reed against MP. And the foul called on MP. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. And for the NBA Cup tournament, they finished group play with a 3-1 record.
At least you get some extra rest tonight. You know I rock New Balances myself. Great for my
you are
back hip.
right here, basketball. So you get this out insurance as well.
Be about to tear the roof off.
Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm trying to start the game. So you get that sign, you try to score. So you get that sign, you try to score basketball. So you get that sign, you try to score. So you get that sign, you try to score. So you get that sign, you try to score. So you get that sign, you try to score basketball.